Everyone, I'm Heba and welcome back. In this video, I'd like to show you how I came up with this look using the Byredo Metal Boots in the Snow eyeshadow palette. Also used the eye pencil and a lipstick by Byredo and a couple other new things in here for this look. But the main focus is this eyeshadow palette. This palette and Fête Noir, those palettes are kind of out of my comfort zone. But so far, I'm kind of like stepping out of the box. And the color story in here, it's very different, very pretty. The new addition to the eyeshadow collection, Metal Boots in the Snow, is an icy green harmony that adds transformative new depth to smoky eyes. This cool khaki palette is inspired by a winter walk in heavy boots. And I have to say that I do like the description. It does look like metal boots in the snow. It has that iciness to it with a pretty blue-green, kind of a khaki boots. This palette costs $70 and I'm looking on their website. It does say sold out. That's just recently. I don't see it anywhere that it's limited edition, so I'm hoping that he will restock this palette because it's very different, very unique, very nice. Alright, let me show you how I came up with this look and I'll see you on the other side. Let's go ahead and swatch Metal Boots in the Snow, and as you can see, it does come in the Gold Raindrop Compact. That's what they call it, a raindrop compact, but to me, it just looks like an oyster, a gold oyster. But it's still cool nonetheless. Okay, let's go ahead and swatch this, and here is what this palette looks like. And let's go in with the first one, Freemus, and it feels a little gritty. Freemus is a glittery silver top coat. You know, for it to be really glittery, it sticks and glides on very nicely. And there's still some left on my finger, and let me try something here. I want to try patting it on. No, so I think gliding it on is better. Okay, wow, this thing is on your finger. It has some kind of adhesive to it, but once you really wipe it off, it does come off. I think I got all the glitter off. I think. There's one or two scragglers hanging around. Now let's try this pretty green shade, which is called Strap, and it's a deep, rich khaki with glittery gold. Ooh, that is a pretty shade. And I can see some gold in there too. Next one is Boucle. I believe that's how you pronounce it. It's a matte, dark, bluish gray. I see that it has some shimmer in there. I don't see how that's a matte, but okay. Next is Ground Frost, which is a luminous, earthy green with brown iridescence. Ooh, that is pretty. I can see some of the brown when you kind of blend it out. And the last one, Vergloss, is a celestial metallic silver. Ooh, wow. So here are the shades in Metal Boots in the Snow. And yeah, I can see the shades in here as Metal Boots in the Snow. Let me go ahead and prime my eyes first. Using the Yano Series 06 brush, I'm going to go in with this shade Ground Frost first. A luminous earthy green with a brown iridescence. Let me place that in my crease. Let me just see how this one blends out. Because I want more of the brown undertone in this shade for my crease. That's a little light on me, but I like the brown undertone that you see, which isn't too bad. Using a fluffy brush does kind of blend it out. Let me just add some more, especially on this side. Can't see much of the earthy green with what I did. You can see that brown base, and that's what I was looking for. Now I'm going to try the Sonia G Blender Pro, and I'm going to go in with this middle matte shade, one that looks a little luminescent. Boucle, I think that's how you pronounce this name. Yeah, I can see some luminosity in this shade. Okay, let me use my finger because I want to bring it more into the center of my lid. That is a pretty blue shade though, but I don't see it as a matte finish. And using your finger makes it a little bit more pigmented. Let me just blend it out with the brush. Now let's go in with Strap. I'm going to place that in the center of my lid. Alright, let's see, how should I finish this look? And actually those two shades, that blue and that green, look so pretty together. I don't know which silver shade to use, if I should use this one or this one. Let me use both then. Let me go in with the powder first, and then go in with the top coat. Using my finger first and just going in the inner corner. That silver shade is very pigmented, wow. Let's try Freemus, this top coat, and I'm just gonna go in very slightly, yeah, and just place that in the center. Okay, it's more glittery, but it does add a little sparkle there, and it's sticking very well to my lid. I think once you put it on, you can't move it. I think if you put too much in one part, it's kind of hard to blend it out. That's what I'm seeing. All right, let me clean underneath my eyes and we'll continue. Did my brows off camera, and then I just added moisture back underneath my eyes using the ordinary rosehip seed oil. That was all the fallout that I saw, is just with that glitter shade. Let's go ahead and prime my face. I'm going to go in first with the Lure Radiance Primer by Guerlain. And then my second primer, I know is just a little too much, but I need something for my pores, and this is by Lancer, the Pore Perfecting Primer. I haven't used this one in a while, so I thought I might use it today. For concealer, I'm using the Clicker by Clé de Peau, and actually the correct name of it is the Radiance Corrector for the eyes. Love the Clicker. And this one is in the shade Bluff. Put that in the inner corner and outer. Using the Soft Concealer by Sonia G, and just blend that out. And then I go in with a darker shade. This is Hazelnut, and just place that in the center of my eyes, underneath my eyes. I know the faces that we make when we apply makeup. And let's stick with Clé de Peau. I'm using their foundation, and this one is the new one that they came out with this year. The Radiant Fluent Foundation Natural. And this was in the shade 060. Which I think for this eye look, I need something a little bit radiant or natural. And then using the Kyoto foundation brush. Love this brush for foundation. Spreads it out very nicely. Now for underneath my eyes, and let's go in with this shade again, Ground Frost. Let's see if we can get that brown base underneath my eyes first. That brought a subtle color underneath my eyes. Now let's go in with this middle shade, Boucle. This matte shade with some shimmer to it. Let's just place that in the outer corner. I'm going to use one of his eye kajals, and this is in the shade Neela Neela. It comes in the same packaging. You just pull out the drawer, and it does come with a pencil sharpener, which is very much appreciative. And it does come with a sharp point. I like that. Neela Neela is a velvet navy blue, so I'm going to place this one underneath my eyes. Yeah, I think that would work. I don't think I'm going to put it on my top lash line because I think I prefer a black. I'm just going to put the navy blue underneath my lower lash line. Wow, this is very pigmented. And this is very different for me because I usually use black everywhere. But I think with this look, let's go with the navy blue Neela Neela. And you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to get a pencil brush and just kind of smudge it out a little bit. Ooh, wow, I do like that smudged out. I have to say that smudged out very nicely. Very creamy. Let me go in with the NARS Climax Liquid Eyeliner and use that for the top lash line. I don't see an eye pencil here for my waterline, and what I'm going to do is I think I'm going to use a nude for the waterline. Not going to use black. I think I'm going to try nude. I'm going to try nude, and if I don't like it, I can just change it back to black. Do my mascara, do my hair off camera, and I'll be right back to finish with the rest of my face. Alright, I'm back, and yes, I went ahead and did a nude liner for the waterline, and the one that I use is my favorite. It's by Essence, and like I've said many times before, this pencil costs $3. And it stays in place, doesn't move, very creamy, very pigmented. Love this pencil, every shade. And actually it's called Silky Nude. And I think I'm going to keep the nude liner. I'm not going to change it to black like what I did with the Fête Noir palette when I did that video. So yeah, I'm going to keep the nude. I think it really makes my eyes pop. But let's finish the look and let's go in with bronzer. And I'm going to use the Hourglass, the Ambient Powder, the Ambient Lighting Palette Volume 3. Gosh, I don't want to even tell you how many times it took to say that. I'm going to use this middle shade for bronzer, and I'm going to go in with this new brush that I just got from Sonia G. I believe it's the Nija Pro. I think this would be perfect for bronzing. It has a nice fan and it's pretty compact, like that pinched ferrule there. So let's see how this brush will apply. Oh wow, that applied it very nice. Okay, I think I like the shape of the brush. It's perfect for bronzer. Maybe I put a little bit too much. This does pick up a lot. Let's put it on my nose while we're here. Let me try to blend that out because I think I put too much. Alright, wow, that's a nice brush. And this is a nice palette. This is perfect for us medium to tan skin tone. Now for the blush, it's something new that I've had for a while that I haven't used yet, and it's by Clé de Peau. And I don't even know the name of this blush. Actually, it's the Powder Blush Duo, and it's in the refill package. I didn't get the housing for it because it will cost more, so it just comes in this plastic protector thing that I'm just going to keep using it for the compact. And actually this one is in the shade 102, and I think these two shades do have a luminous feel to it. Let me swatch it. I didn't wash the other swatches because the glitter was just going everywhere. I think that'll be pretty with this eye look. So I don't want anything heavy on my cheeks, but I do want something luminous. So let me just go in with my powder brush by Sonia G and just swoosh it around. Let's see how this looks over that bronzer that I just put too much on of. Oh, that's very pretty. It does have that sheen to it, but not too much, where it's very glittery, emphasizes my texture. Now let's go back into the Hourglass Ambient Volume 3 and let's use this as a highlight. Just gonna go very lightly. And let's put some underneath my brows. Now I'm going back into the palette and using the first shade and just kind of powder underneath my eyes. This is a nice powder and a nice shade for underneath my eyes. Now for powder, I'm going to go in with this one by Florasis, this beautiful pressed powder. And I'm just going to set my makeup here. Very nice powder. Now I'm going to set my makeup again, but with the setting spray by Neogen. It has a nice mist to it. Very nice. Now for lipsticks, and I'm going to stick with Byredo. I know I look a little shiny here, but that's just the misting spray, so kind of wet. I'm going to use this shade by Byredo. It's going to be a little dark, but I just want to try it. Worship Her. Amber and Fur. This one was a little bit lighter, but let me go ahead and swatch them both for you again in this video. I think this one, Amber and Fur, would also look great with this eye look. Maybe too dark for this look. I love the shade. And this one is a warm, modern brown. I can try to lighten it up with a lip gloss, but let's just try. I'm going to go in with a lip pencil here. I'm going to try this one by Gucci. It's in the shade Mile or Meal. It's kind of like a light orangey brown. Now let's go in with the shade Worship Her. I know it's going to be dark, but I love the shade. Yeah, it's too dark, I know. Let me do something here. You get a Kleenex. Do that. Looks more like a stain that way. I kind of like that. Let me go in with a lip gloss, and this is by Hourglass, and this is in the shade Ignite. And let's just add a little gloss to this look. All right, there we go, and I think this will be all with this look. I know the lip color may be a little dark with this eye look, but I do like it. Kind of like this eye look too, metal boots in the snow, and that's what it looks like. It's very different, and that's what I like about these Byredo palettes. The color stories are very different. Really do like the corporate colors and the Fête Noir. That one just needs a little bit of time for me to get used to, but this one is very pretty. Love the colors in here. Now I noticed that if you want to sheer it out, using a brush would help, but if you want more pigmentation, using your finger really does bring that wow factor to it. And this first shade, Frimus, I believe so, this glitter shade, that really did bring a punch to this look. And I don't see it much transferring to the upper lid. And then these two shades are very pretty together. Probably should have used this one more, but I just wanted for a transition shade to get that brown base to it. I think this is a pretty look, and I love those two shades together, the blue and the green. And this eye pencil for underneath my eyes, I really do like this shade. It's very creamy, blended out very nice. I also got it in brown and silver, and in the Fête Noir video I used the silver for the inner corner. Haven't tried the brown one yet. Maybe in another look I will, but the blue is very pretty. And this blush by Clé de Peau, I do like this color blush. It's very pretty. It has a nice shimmer to it. I think it works well with this eye look. And this brush by Sonia G, wow. Hopefully this will come back into stock soon. Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed this video of me trying new products here, especially the Byredo eyeshadow palette. Again, I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, please give me a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button so you can see more videos like this, and you all have a wonderful, wonderful day, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.